Good morning, yogis. Welcome to your daily yoga practice. We're going to start by taking Bhu Mudra. Find a comfortable seat where your sit bones are level. Make peace signs with your two first fingers and bring your fingertips to the earth. Close your eyes, and as you hold Bhu Mudra, take several natural breaths to attune to all the feelings and sensations evoked by this gesture. Visualize your body as a mountain, with your legs as the base, your arms as the slopes stretching out to the sides, and the crown of your head as the mountain peak rising into the sky. With each inhalation, your spine lengthens naturally, and with each exhalation, the base of your body connects to the earth more firmly. You are attuned to the earth's stability and serenity. You naturally receive all of its healing qualities. Bring to mind your day's affirmation, your sankalpa, and remaining deeply attuned to the earth, repeat your sankalpa to yourself 3 times. Gently begin to blink your eyes open, and on your next inhale, lift your arms up overhead, then draw your fingertips forward, shrugging your shoulders onto your back. Cross one arm under the other. Your hands can rest on your shoulders, or take an eagle bind, fully wrapping your wrists palm to palm. Bring your ear to one shoulder and your hands to the other, and then switch sides, ear to one shoulder, hands to the other. Continue making this tick-tock motion with your breath, lengthening the side of your neck and the back of your shoulders. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, take a nice deep fold, stretching your arms long, lengthening your spine. And then bring your forearm across your mat, lifting your other arm as you inhale, twist. Exhale your forearm down, reversing the twist, lift your other arm. Exhaling, release the twist. And we're going to come to child's pose, sitting back on your heels. Take a nice big inhale in child's pose, and on your next exhale, lift your sit bones and come onto your forearms. Inhaling, press to table. Exhaling, down dog. With your eyes closed now, inhale, table. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale to forearms. Inhale to table. And exhale, down dog. Inhaling, table pose. Exhaling, child's pose. Inhaling in child's pose. Exhaling, forearms. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. A nice gentle flow. Bending your knees, stretching your hamstrings, maybe lifting onto the balls of your feet. And then press your thighs back, lifting your sit bones to the sky. Coming back into table pose, we're going to take barrel rolls. moving the entirety of your torso and ribs to the left side and then lifting and circling them around as though you're rubbing your ribs around the inside of a barrel 3 times. Moving your torso as one unit around the inside of the barrel and then reversing directions. See if you can synchronize your movements to your breath. Inhaling as you drop your ribs and exhaling as you lift your back. Coming to a neutral spine. Inhale and extend your right leg behind you. Exhale, tuck your knee into your nose. Inhale, extend. Breathe out and pull your belly in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen and hold. And then extend your left arm straight in front of you, fixing your gaze to the floor with a long neck. Bring your left arm to the earth and bend your right knee, taking 20 pumps with your inner thigh and buttocks muscle. Try to keep your pelvis stable here and your low ribs lifted up into the body. Using your outer hip and your hamstring. Now extend your leg with a big inhale and exhale your right knee to your outer shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw together. And then extend your knee to your side body and pump it up toward the sky. Using your outermost hip and feeling that part of your body awaken. 20 lifts. Coordinating breath with movement. And then extend your leg. Put your toes on the ground to come into a modified Vasisthasana side plank. Reach through your upper arm and drop your ribs into your body. Coming to gate pose, lift both arms up overhead. Bring your right hand to the outside of your calf and slide it down as deeply as you can. Try not to collapse your chest towards the floor. Instead, stack your ribs up, stack your shoulders, and look up toward the ceiling. Inhaling, come back up, and exhaling, find your table pose to start the other side. With a big inhale, lengthen your back leg, left leg out, and then tuck in as you exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend for one arm tiger hold. Right arm extends. Pull your low ribs into the body. Don't sink the pose. Lengthen your neck. And feel the strength at the core of your body here. Right hand to the earth. Bend your left knee. 20 pulses. Using your outer hip, your inner hamstring. After 20 pulses, extend your leg and stretch, and then exhale your left knee to your outer left shoulder. Exhale. One more. Exhale. And bring the knee to your side body for 20 pulses, using your outer hip and beginning to light a fire inside your body. extending your leg for modified side plank. Ground into your right hand, gripping the mat with your right fingertips. Extend your left arm to the sky and create one line of energy from your left pinky edge of your foot to the crown of your head. Lifting up for gate pose, extend your arms and then exhale your left hand to your outer calf. See if you can bend just a little bit deeper into the pose without losing the alignment, stacking your shoulders, your ribs, and your lungs, not allowing your chest to drop toward the earth. Inhale, arms up, and exhale to table pose. Taking your child's pose for a few deep breaths, keep your awareness inside your body. We're going to come to a standing position, Tadasana pose. You can jump up to standing by pressing into your palms or walk to the top of the mat. At the top of the mat, we're going to take a breathing exercise called prana bath. This moves the energy up over your head as though you're bathing yourself in prana. Take the pinky edges of your hands together with your palms facing up, and then reach forward and up over your head as you inhale, lifting your fingers, and exhaling to half moon pose to the side of your body, stacking your shoulders. Lift to neutral, and then exhale to the other side, keeping your hips, ribs, and shoulders stacked. Inhale to neutral, and then take your hands to your low spine, rolling your shoulder blades under your heart center. Lift your heart into a nice back bend. Lifting to neutral, interlace your hands or maybe just your thumbs and come into a forward fold, reaching your thumbs toward the earth over your head. This may be a good place to soften your knees if your hamstrings are feeling tight. Release your hands, look up halfway, fold as deep as you can, and then take your right foot into lunge. Taking your right knee to the earth for Anjaneyasana, sink your hips as you lift your arms overhead, reaching your spine long, stretching deeply into the front of your hip crease. Exhaling your hands to the mat. Step back into your down dog pose. Lifting up through your sit bones, wave your spine forward into an up dog. Inhaling here and exhaling, reversing the curve of the spine, coming back into down dog. Inhaling, lift and wave forward, thighs engage, up dog. Exhaling, lift from your core into down dog. Right leg high, three-legged dog. Get a nice big stretch. Your next exhale brings your knee to your nose and step forward into lunge. Lift your heart as you inhale. Step forward to forward fold as you exhale. In ragdoll, we take opposite hand to opposite elbow, and again you can modify by softening your knees. Let the weight of your torso sink your chest closer to your thighs, and sway back and forth, lifting your ribs away from your hip creases. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up overhead, and bring your hands to your heart for prana bath one more time. Reach your palms forward as if to gather flowers, and lift the energy overhead, reaching fingertips to the sky. Exhale into half moon, and then inhale back up to neutral. Exhale to the other side, reaching your ribs long and breathing into the muscles between your ribs. Inhaling to come back up to neutral. Exhaling, take your hands to your low spine, and then inhale into your back bend, lifting your heart center toward the sky. Pressing your tailbone down towards your knees. Keep your belly engaged if you feel any compression in your back. Release your hands, interlace your fingers, and take a forward fold, reaching your hands overhead. Bring your palms to the floor and look up halfway. Exhale, release your chest and step your left foot into line. Left knee to the earth, uncurl your toes, and inhale your arms up overhead, keeping your spine long. Drop your hips as low as you can. Get a deep stretch on the front of your hips. Bring your hands to the top of the mat and step back to down dog. Lift to the balls of your feet, wave your body forward, inhaling to up dog or cobra, engage your thighs, chest draws through your shoulders, exhaling back to down dog. Lift up to the balls of your feet and inhale as you wave your body forward, chest moving between your shoulders. Exhaling, lift from your core, wave back into down dog. The left leg lifts for three-legged dog, and your next exhale draws your knee into your nose to step forward to lunge. Inhale, the chest lifts, and exhale into forward fold. Ragdoll is opposite hand to opposite elbow, a nice back body stretch. Release your hands and look up halfway. Exhale to fold deeply. Inhale your arms up overhead, and exhale your hands to your heart center. Inhale and lift the arms up. Exhale, dive deep. Inhale, look up halfway. And exhale, bring your right foot back into line. Sink your hips and find the base of this pose, building the strength from your feet as you lift your arms up overhead. Keep lifting your heart and exhale your hands to the earth, lifting your left leg into three-legged dog. Bend your knee and stack your hips, taking a twist from the center of your spine. Square your hips, draw your knee up to your nose and step your foot forward. Then rotate your feet so that all your toes point to the long side of the mat. We're going to shift back and forth from one knee to the other. You'll use your hands as extra support, but make sure your toes, ankles, and knees are always pointing in the same direction as you shift from left to right. Coming into a neutral position, both knees are straight. Bring your forearm to the earth and lift your other arm to the sky, taking a twist. If this is too intense, just place your palms on the floor and take the twist rather than coming to your forearms. Come back to neutral and walk your hands to the back of your mat, switching your toes to point toward the back of your mat. Step forward into forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, your hands to your heart. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, looking forward. Exhaling, your left leg back behind you to lunge. Build the pose from your feet, feeling the strength in your legs. If this is too intense, take your left knee to the earth to modify. Keep growing your spine up out of your hips. And exhale your hands to the mat, stepping back into three-legged dog. Bending your knee, stack your hips, taking the twist at your mid-spine. See if you can drop a little more weight into your right hand to square your shoulders, and then square your hips. Draw your knee into your chest and step forward into lunge. Inhale to lift your heart, and then bring all your toes to face the long side of the mat. Taking that same shifting motion from right to left, stretching out your hamstrings and inner thighs. It's your option to bring your hands up off of the floor or keep them down on the mat as you did before for extra support. Coming back into your neutral position with both legs straight. This time you're taking a more intense twist, bringing your left hand to your right ankle. Lift your right arm to the sky, but keep your hips level. The option to modify by just bringing your palm to the floor and lifting your other arm to twist is still available to you. Switch to the other side. And then come back to center, rotating toward the front of the mat. Take your lunge. And then step forward into a forward fold, taking a long exhale. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale and lift your arms. Exhaling, dive deeply. Inhale, look up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, right foot into lunge. Keep your right hand grounded as you lift your left arm and begin to open through your shoulder by making big circles with your left arm. 3 times around to open through your rotator cuff. And then plant your left hand down outside your front foot. Rotate your back toes to 45 degrees. Stack your hips and your ribs for extended angle. And then circle your right arm to open your right shoulder 3 times around. Bringing both hands to frame your front foot, step back to down dog. Right leg lifts as you inhale. Tuck your knee to your nose as you exhale into lunge. Keep your left hand planted and lift your right arm into an easy twist. Circling your right arm into big circles, opening through your shoulder and chest. Planting your right hand outside your front foot, rotate your back toes, stack your hips and your ribs, and then begin to rotate your left arm, opening your left shoulder. Make sure that your right knee is directly over your second and third toe. You're hugging your right hip under your body. Place both hands on the top of your mat and step back to down dog. We're going to do some mild back bending. We'll take a variation of camel pose. Bringing your knees to the floor, stand up onto your knees. Keep your hips over your knees and keep your low belly engaged. Bring your right hand to your ankle. If that's not available, just bring your right hand to your low back or the back of your thigh. Swaying back and forth into half camel poses, move your arms like windmills. Circling your arms, left hand to your ankle, and then right hand to your ankle, lifting and opening through your chest and your heart center. Exhaling into child's pose. Take a rest here. Lifting out of child's pose, roll over your feet to come to a seated position. You'll come into boat pose, and you can keep one foot on the ground. You can extend your arms or keep your hands behind your thighs. The most important thing is that you engage your belly and lift your spine long. For breath of fire, you take deep, forceful breaths using your diaphragm to push the air out of your nose, so it will sound like this. Keep pressing, release, lift your heart, and next we'll do the same round of breath of fire, but in a low boat position. One foot up or both, your choice, but lower and hover your shoulder blades and legs off of the earth. Breath of fire again. Lifting up, cross your ankles and roll over your feet to come to a table position. We'll open the hips with pigeon pose. Right shin comes across the mat. Extend your left leg straight behind you. You may need a support under your right hip if this is too intense. Begin to sway your body back and forth, maybe taking a twist with your left hand, then twisting to the right. Coming back into a neutral position, take a fold over your front shin and just relax into the stretch, allowing your hip to open. Pressing your chest up, swing your left leg around. We'll take one more round of high and low boat with breath of fire. Lifting your heart, engage your belly, one leg up or two. Press the breath by pumping your belly. Into low boat, your shoulder blades and feet hover off the floor. Breath of fire here. Lifting up. Reverse table, you plant your hands and exhale, pull your belly into your low spine and lift your hips to stretch through the front of your hips and the front of your shoulders. Releasing the pose, roll over your feet for pigeon pose on the other side. Left shin comes forward. Walk your right leg straight back and sink your hips down toward your mat. Again, use a support under your left hip, a block, a blanket, or a pillow. Sway back and forth to loosen up, and then take a twist if that feels good to you.
I was born botanical.
Twisting to the other
Soul
side.
animal. Deep beneath the layers, I sink my roots. No need for mechanical, I come strictly organical. When I need the feast, I look to the east.
And then coming back to neutral, lower your chest over your shin as deeply as you can. Relax into the pose. Through this practice, you've lengthened and strengthened each of your major muscle groups. You've lubricated and nourished every joint and opened all of your energy channels. Now it's time to relax your body into Shavasana pose. Roll up the back of your mat and get a nice small roll that's going to be placed across the base of your shoulder blades to help you open your chest in your Shavasana pose. Bring the bottoms of your feet together and let your knees relax out to the sides. Your arms are in a cactus pose, or they can relax gently against your inner thighs. If this is too intense on your hips, place supports under the outer edges of your knees. Try to release your tailbone toward your heels and then soften into your Shavasana. Take a few deep breaths and feel your body surrendering to gravity. Shavasana allows us time to bring our minds into our body and to find the stillness in the mind and the body, allowing the body to heal itself, breathing deeply and releasing, relaxing, knowing that you are in the perfect place at the perfect time. There's nothing to do and nowhere to go. Give yourself this time, fully here in the present moment, riding each breath deeper into your body. Take all the time you need in your Shavasana. Now it's time to come out of Shavasana. Gently begin to bring your breath back into your body, bringing your mind into your body. Extend your arms and legs, taking a full body stretch. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. And then gently draw one knee at a time into your chest, hugging both knees. Rolling to your right side, rest your head on your forearm. Pause here, allowing your mind and your body to transition from your Shavasana back into the waking world. And now using the strength of your left arm to lift yourself, allow your body to flow gently back into a seated position. Sitting comfortably in a seated position, bring your palms together at heart center. Lift your forefingers up to your third eye. And take a bow to your higher self. I honor each of you. Namaste.